What's up, boys and girls? Thanks for clicking on my video. Got a very unique gun for you today. This is king of the big bores, the 72 caliber ZEUS from AEA Precision. The one we're looking at today has a 32-inch barrel and it's putting out 1,500 foot-pounds of energy. Just to put that into perspective, your 22 caliber air gun is about 30 foot-pounds of energy. So this is literally 50 times more powerful than that. This is actually going to be available in 16-inch, 24-inch, and 32-inch barreled versions. So here's the stats for all three of them. The 16-inch version is going to have an overall length of 34 inches. 24-inch version has got an overall length of 42 inches, with the 32-inch version coming in at 50 inches. The weight on the 16-inch version is 9.4 pounds, 10.3 pounds on the 24-inch, and 11.6 pounds on the 32-inch version. The air capacity on the 16-inch version is 300 cc's, 24-inch version 400 cc's, and a 660 cc air tank on the 32-inch version. There's two different weight slugs currently available for this gun. There's a 500 grain and the 820 grain. So the 16-inch version is going to shoot the 500 grain projectile at 820 feet per second. That equals 750 foot-pounds of energy. The 24-inch version is going to send that same 500 grain projectile downrange at 935 feet per second, equaling 970 foot-pounds of energy. Now, barrel length makes so much difference in airgun power. So by adding another 8 inches, the 32-inch barreled version is going to shoot that same 500 grain projectile at 1,050 feet per second. That's 1,250 foot-pounds of energy. Now, if you put an 820 grain slug in the 32-inch barrel version, it's going to send that downrange at 900 feet per second, and that's where you get your 1,500 foot-pounds of energy. So this is a side lever cocking action. It's got a couple safety mechanisms built in. We'll go over that. It's got a 4,500 psi fill or a 300 bar. And by the way, 72 caliber is roughly the same size as 12 gauge. So it's basically like shooting 12 gauge slugs downrange. But I'm guessing it's going to be a little more accurate. So this gun is as loud as a 12 gauge shotgun. You're going to want to wear hearing protection if you're going to shoot it without an LDC on there. The Donnie FL moderator that goes to this gun is actually called the Great Cami. And it's available at the pellet shop along with all kinds of other cool stuff. And it looks like that just threads directly onto the front of the ZEUS and no adapter needed. There will be a link in the description to all this stuff below. And that's it on stats. I was super impressed with this gun. I didn't know what to expect. And you really never know until you get the thing in your hands. This gun handles really well. I expected it was going to be really heavy. It's not really heavy. Just feels like a normal rifle when you're carrying it around. I also really like that Picatinny rail in the front. So you could put a foregrip on there if you want to get jiggy with it. Or of course a bipod. So that makes it awesome as well. It's got a threaded muzzle in the front. So you can add an LDC, which you're going to need. The stock is beautiful. That's for sure. So there's good news and bad news when it comes to the ammo. The bad news is it costs around $1.50 per round, but the good news is that this gun is so accurate, there's never a wasted shot. So you're never chasing your point of impact around. I literally did a one-shot sight-in on this gun 2 times in a row. So you guys will see one of them in a little bit here. This gun is super powerful though. It's firearms level power. So when you do hit something with it, it's going to throw off a ton of shrapnel, and the shrapnel is also going to be dangerous. So obviously be very careful where you shoot it. But again, it's so accurate, you can hit what you're aiming at as long as you take your time. In my first video right here, you can see the shrapnel exploding off the steel and splashing through the water. So that's why you don't want to stand next to a wall during a gunfight. Those little smithereens are actually more dangerous than bullets. They'll fly right into you. So like I said, definitely be careful with this gun. And here's a demonstration of the power Look where I hit. Look, I could put my whole thumb in there. My Magnum 30 calibers don't even put a scratch on this steel. Wow. So I got no LDC on it right now. We're going to do a sound test real fast. Then we're going to shoot it, do a trigger pull test. So this is your ammo before, and that's a pretty good rendition of what it looks like afterwards. We cut over here. These are some smithereens. All right, first let's do a sound test. I'm going to put this over here though so we can get some slow motion. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this thing. Thing must be 16 inches long. Threaded for the ZEUS. It feels like it's like 2 feet long. There we go, now I can see it. This thing's like 2 feet long. You see those little holes in the vent holes right there? It looks like we got some vent holes back there. So it looks like this is the back right here. And that's the front right there. You can see vent holes all the way around there and all the way down all these flutes right here. Super awesome. Actually, they are on the short ones and they go about halfway down. So that's cool. Sorry about getting my fingerprints all over this, but that is awesome. So the end of my barrel is actually threaded. I can just take this off and my Donny FL should fit right on there. All right, for my great cami to fit on here, I did have to remove this little cap right here, but it fit on there just perfectly. Ready to rock. So one thing, while I was unscrewing my Donny FL, my barrel started coming unscrewed. Check out this noise. That's actually kind of cool because now I know I can stick a 16-inch barrel on here easily. So I'm going to tighten this back up before I get jiggy with it. I just gave my barrel a few taps with a screwdriver and it tightened right up. As you can see, it's still pretty loud even with the Donny FL on there. As well, the Donny FL is going to reduce your recoil quite a bit. I'd say at least by half. This is 35 yards away right here. Some pretty cool slow motion. You can actually see the slug flying through the air. And it actually hits right on top of the last shot that I took. Check this out, you guys. It got the reading, but it blew these things up, but it still got the reading. 952 feet per second. Awesome. So I'm going to put this away so I don't end up shooting it. We're going to get to a demonstration of this gun's accuracy in just a second here. But I ended up getting a few pretty good slow motion shots, even though I was just testing out the camera the day that I filmed this. I actually have over $60 worth of groceries that we're going to annihilate. That's going to be a whole nother video. You guys, I'm going to back this up a little bit so you can see the shrapnel explode off the ground. If you guys saw my first video, this gun was basically stacking pellets at 35 yards and I wasn't even aiming at the same spot. So this is actually the second time that I have sighted this gun in on one shot. Check this out. So back to our smack accuracy testing. That was extremely awesome. I'd say we're sighted in, you guys. That's a one-shot sight in. Nice. All right, see if we can hit that thing again. Oh, I can't see much with that. Oh man, we slammed that thing in exactly the same spot, 35 yards away. And then if you look right here, you can see that shrapnel hitting into the dirt like I was talking about. So if you guys want to see this gun shot at 50, even 100 yards, you can check out videos by Shooter 1721. Or also Shooting Gear Reviews. They both shoot this gun at longer distances.
Hey guys, Ben, the Outdoors Air Gunner here with Shooting Gear Reviews. Straight up guns and gear reviews. Do you guys like guns? Do you like shooting related gear? Well, check it out. Subscribe to the channel because that's what we do. We talk about guns and shooting related gear all the time. We get new products, new gear coming our way, and we're gonna bring you guys videos featuring those products.
Whew, man, it's hot today. Oh my goodness. Oh, man, I just sat down. I know I gotta mow yet today. Gotta mow the range, get Shooter 1721 range set up there. And man, whoa, what do we got here? Whoa, what just popped up? Airgun Depot, Springfield Armory M1 carbine BB rifle. What?
I'll probably do some 50-yard groups in my next video, and we're definitely going to blow up all these groceries. What I can tell you about this gun is, even if you don't plan on blowing away like a buffalo or something, this gun just makes a great wall hanger. The 32-inch version is just breathtaking. It's gigantic. And also, imagine how fun it would be every once in a while when certain friends come over. You pull out the 72 cal, blow up a jug full of water. Really a blast. If you're someone that collects air guns, I'm sure you got a lot of them that just sit in your safe. I'll bet you'll find that if you buy this one, you'll end up using it more than even some of your 22s and 25s. The other thing is, I think it's just a matter of time before someone starts casting ammo for this, or even starts selling a 72 caliber mold, so then you could just reuse your slugs, no problem. All right, you guys, that's it for me on this one. Be back out with you soon with some more ZEUS. Everybody take care. See you on the next one.